So hello guys, how are you all? Hope you are good. So today we are back with our new editorial, and today's editorial is from Codeforces Education Round 104, 104, rated 42, and we are discussing problem C of this contest. Name of the problem is minimum ties. So guys, before starting the problem, I want to say something. I was not uploading my video from last 15 to 20 days. There was a reason behind it. I am a school student and my exams were going on. That's why period test my was going on. That's why I was little busy in that. Now I will be continuing doing the editorial videos and doing contest. So sorry about that. And yeah, let's start the editorial. So let me tell you the problem statement in the simple way. The problem statement basically tells us that we are given n teams. Okay, we are given n teams, and there are two types. There are three operations. Uh, there is a competition, and where n teams has game. Okay, and uh, there are three possible outcomes that if the match is played between those teams, there are three possible outcomes of the result. That is, if the match is played between team A and team B, team A can win, team B can win, or there is a tie. Okay, so there are n teams, and like this, there are three operations. Okay, and yeah, and means here it is given you are interested in hypothetical situation where all the teams have same scores or have same number of wins. Okay, this means same number of wins. Okay, and yeah, and you want a simple example can be that you can make all the games that were played between those teams as tie. Then all the teams that win the game will be zero, and this could make a hypothetical situation. Okay, so hypothetical situation basically means that all the teams will be having same number of wins. Yeah, so and yeah, so let me tell you what the input and output case. You are given an integer n, which basically tells us the number of teams, and we have to print the n minus 1 integers describing the result of the game in order. Okay, so n minus 1 integers describing the games. Okay, so n minus 1 integers we have to print that will tell us the result. That suppose A and B, the match were played between A and B. That means suppose A wins, then we need to print 1. Okay, and in that case, suppose B wins, then we need to print -1, and if there is a tie, then we need to print 0. Okay, and the matches are played between those teams are like this. The first team will play the match with all other teams. Suppose there are three teams, 1, 2, and 3. So first team will play the match. First team will play the match with second team and the third team. Then second team will play the match with the third team. Okay. So there are only three cases. The first team, first 1 and 2, first team and second team, then 1 and 3, first and third, and then 2 and 3, second and third team. So this is the maximum possible matches that we can play. So yeah, and we need to we need to make the hypothetical situation in that. Okay, we need to predict the result, that what the result should be in that match, such that there is a hypothetical situation like all the wins of the each team is same. So let me show you the logic for this problem. So let me take the example of 3, okay, where n is equals to 3, okay, where n is equals to 3. So here there are three teams, first team, second team, and the third team. Okay, then first team will play the match with second and third team. Second team will play the match with, in this case, I'm not going according to the question, but at the end it will be contributed to that only. So second team will play the match with first and third team. Okay, this means this is first team will play the matches with how many teams? Okay, first team will play the match with second and third team. Second team will play the match with first and third team. Okay, and third team will play the match with first and second team. Okay, so basically there are n minus 1 teams, means the ith team can play the match with n minus 1 teams maximally. Okay, so yeah, so let me tell you one thing about this question, that we need to make the maximum. There are three observations of this question. Okay, the one observation is, suppose if n minus 1, okay, if n minus 1 is even, if n minus 1 is even, then we need to make a tie between those teams, between each match in each team. Let me tell you what that means. Suppose the first team, which is 1, he wins, means this team wins the match with the second team, which is this team. He wins the match, this team wins the match with this. And yeah, so this indirectly means that this team lost the match with this. Okay, this indirectly means that same only, no? Suppose this team, we are taking that the match with team 1 and 2, 1 wins the match. That means the match with in which 2 and 1 were competing, 2 lost that match. Okay, and yeah, and then suppose 2 play the match with third team, and then he 2 wins that match. That means third lost that match. Okay, and in this case, suppose first win plays the match with third team, then first third team won that match, and for the first team lost that match. Okay, so in this case, if we see that um, all the wins, the win of each team is equals to 1, and the lost of each team is also equals to 1. We don't need to see lost, but we need to see wins only. It is maximum. Okay, and yeah, and one more thing, there is no tie. Okay, so the thing is, if there is an even, n minus 1 is equals to even, then there will be no tie. Okay, there will be no tie, zero tie, zero tie. Wait, let me write it. 1 second, guys. Okay, and suppose if the n minus 1 is odd. Okay, let me show you that case also. Yeah, here in this case, no, in this case, yeah, in the sixth case. Okay, in this case the n minus 1 is odd, it is 5. Okay, 6 is even, then 6 minus 1 will be odd. So in this case, suppose first win the match with 2, that means he lost this match, and third win the match with 2, he third lost this match, then third win the match with fourth one, that means fourth lost this match, and fourth win the match with fifth one, that means fifth lost this match, and then sixth lost the match with fifth one, that means sixth lost this match, and then we will take as 1, then sixth win the match with first, that means first lost the match with 6. Okay, and like this, suppose we take it one more, this, then this, sorry, yeah, this lost, then suppose we take it as this, then this lost, sorry, which one, this lost. Okay, then this, that means this lost, and then suppose this, I am taking it means like pattern wise. Okay, Then if this wins, then this lost. And suppose this won, this one, which one? Suppose first one, then fifth one it lost. And then suppose this lost the second match, this wins the second match, that means it lost it. Okay. So now we can see that the wins of each match, each team is equals to win is equals to 2. Win is equals to 2. Okay. And the lost is also equals to 2. Lost is also equals to 2. But are we completed with all the matches? No. Here one 4 match, the match of 1 and 4 is left. The match of 2 and 5 is left. The match of 3 and 6 is left. Okay. Same in here 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3 and 6. 3 matches are left now. So we cannot use like this same kind, because suppose let me make it with white. So suppose we may for suppose first win the match with fourth. Okay. Then fourth, that means the fourth one lost this match. Okay. Let me take this case. And suppose, yeah. And at this case, all the matches are played with 1. So the total win of this is 3. Okay. The total win of fourth one is 2. We don't need to make them unequal. That's why we will not make this. Okay. Let me remind it. Oh, sorry. We cannot make it more. So we cannot make this last move if we are with odd number of matches. Okay. So what we will do in this case, we will make this 0. That means we will tie all these matches. Okay. We will tie this, tie this, tie this, tie this, and tie this. You might be seeing that there are 6 ties, but there are three ties, because the match of 1 and 4 is tie. That means the match of 4 and 1 is also tie. Okay, it's same with 2 and 5 and 3 and 6. So the logic behind this is that if we have odd number of matches, means suppose if we have odd teams, okay, odd teams, then odd number of teams, then we don't need to make any tie. If we have even number of teams, then we needed to make a tie. Okay. And how we will print the numbers are, so one thing is that we don't need to print this, means we the repeated ones we don't need to print. Suppose here 1 and 2, the match with 1 and 2, then we don't need to print the match with 2 and 1. So basically, if you see in this table, you don't need to print this much matches. Okay, yeah. So the matches which are in this box, you don't need to print these. You just need to print these. That means we are thinking as this is equals to 1, means yeah, and this is equals to -1. Okay, and then this is equals to 0. Oh, okay. So that means we should print 1 1 0 -1 -1 1 1 0 -1 1 1 0 1 1 and 1. This should be our array of answers. Okay. So yeah, let me show you the code. You will get it more. And if you didn't get it, then also please rewind the video. I request you to rewind the video, and you might fast forward the video. If you are taking that I'm taking so much time, fast forward the video and please remind it. You will get it, I definitely tell you. Okay, so let me show you the code. We are given an integer n that we are taking. Then we are taking a vector v in which we will store this. we will store the we will store this. Okay, so one thing I should tell you is that this array, okay, the matches which are played with 1 are like this. The first one match is win by 1, second one also, third one is lost, fourth one won, third one is tie, fourth one lost, and fifth one as well lost. Okay, and if you see a pattern here, that uh, the first match that we are needed to print is lost, is win. Okay, like the first array, the first match is also win, second match is also win, third match tie, and fourth match won. Okay, then first match win, second match win, third one tie, first match win, second match win, first match win. So we are like a pattern here, like first match win, second match win, tie, then lost and lost. First match win, second match win, tie, lost. First match win, match win, lost. First match win, second match win, and last match win. Okay, so this is the pattern. So we will print using this only. So if the n is odd, that means if the n is odd, that means we don't need to print any, we don't need to use any tie. Then what we will do is we will take an integer as n minus 1, and we will store the this is basically half of the array, and then we will store half of the array with 1, then half of the array will minus 1. Okay, and else if it is even, that means we need to add 0. Then we will add half of the 0 with uh, suppose there are 5, then we will add 2 with 1, 2 with minus 1, and 1 with 0. Okay, so like this we can make it. And yeah, half with 1, approximately half, 1 with 0, and then rest with minus 1. Okay, and at the last what we will do here is till n minus, we will run a loop till n, means we need to print all of them. Okay, but here what we will do here is basically the v dot size is n minus 1. Okay, basically v dot size is equals to n minus 1. We will decrement that much. Okay, as you can see here, we don't need to print all of them as 5 and 5, so we need to decrement 1 from each. Okay, so that's why we are minusing the ith element with 0 base indexing. Suppose this is 1 2 1 2 3 4 and then 5. Okay, so here we are decrementing none, here we are decrementing first, second, 2 elements, 3 elements as third index, 4 element as fourth index, 5 all of the element as fifth index. So like this we will decrement them and we will print them, and at the last we will print endl. So hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something to know. I will post the link of the code in the description, and I will be posting the solution for other questions as well, so make sure you see that. And yeah, please subscribe the channel and hit the like button. Meet you guys next time. Till then, bye bye.